There's the pass to Laettner. Puts it up. Yes!
No matter how many times you watch that shot, if you are a Duke fan, you can never see enough of it. If you're not a Duke fan, I don't know. You're probably like, okay.
Kentucky fans don't like watching that shot.
You know, they've seen it enough already. Joining us once again, we're so happy to have you back on the show. This guy really needs no introduction. Christian Laettner, good to see you. Well, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks for
and thank you for the T-shirt.
That's
I still love Laettner. Okay, so the story behind this, right? The 30 for 30 special that came out on ESPN.
Yes.
Why people hate Christian Laettner? Was it?
I hate Christian Laettner.
I hate Christian. We don't hate you around here.
Was it tough?
Was it
tough to
just the title? But besides that, the movie, the documentary was awesome.
I thought it was amazing.
I loved it.
Actually, one of our producers says it was the best documentary that they've watched in the 30 for 30 series. They really liked it. But they're big fans of yours. So.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, and there's some good documentaries out there. And mine was funny, and it made me laugh and cry a little bit and get nostalgic. And you know, the title was a little odd, but besides that, it was awesome.
Well, you know, when you're that good and you're that accomplished, and you scored what, like 21? You averaged 21 points during your senior year at Duke. I mean, you were just, people don't like the guy on top. You were the guy that came in and you made things happen. Obviously, with that shot we saw a second ago.
Well, when I was there, we went to 4 straight Final Fours, so maybe people got tired of seeing me on TV, you know, 4 years in a row.
It was an easy pick in my bracket each year during that time frame when I was with my buddies there. It was, I was high school, into high school, college, but it's been great. You've been a local here for as long as I've been in town. It's always been, oh, Christian Laettner lives in Ponte Vedra, and now, you know, you're passing on your basketball skills at your basketball academy each year, and you got one coming up, right?
I've had one here in Jacksonville for like the last 4 or 5 years at Bishop Snyder High School out on the west side of town, and you know, my father was a coach, my mother was a teacher, so I think that teaching the game is in my blood. And a lot of people I looked up to in my life were coaches and teachers that taught me the game throughout the course of my life. And so one thing I want to do is I want to share some of that knowledge that I've learned from Coach K over the years, but a lot of knowledge that I learned from my father at a very young age. And my favorite thing I like to teach that my father taught me when I was young was play the game without dribbling so much. And today, the youth, the young kids, as soon as the ball hits their hands, the first thing they do is dribble, and that's a bad habit. So I try to teach the kids, don't dribble right away. Save your dribble, use it for something good.
And look at the floor. See where you want to go first.
Yes, don't look down at the floor.
He looked at me and goes, no.
No, don't look down. Right, look up. Look where you're going.
Yes, look up and look and read stuff before you do this immediately, you know, and it's a bad habit. And my son's 11 years old, and I watch a lot of YMCA and young AAU ball, and they all just over dribble. So I try to emphasize, don't dribble so much.
The camp for all ages, what levels is it?
It's 10 to 18, girls and boys. We keep getting older and older because my son's getting older, and I want him to be in the youngest group so I can work with him as long as I can. But this year it's only 10 to 18, so it's going to be a little higher level stuff. 3 years ago I had 6-year-olds there, so a little bit more emphasis on higher level stuff.
And you learn so much too, right? In addition to the ins and outs of basketball, but life skills, I'm sure too, right? Responsibility, competitiveness, those things that go along with being an athlete.
Yeah, it would be great if the campers are responsive to my voice and to my whistle. You know, sometimes it takes them a day or two just to like move from spot to spot, or, you know, I think if I like texted them on their phone, they might get it faster, you know, so.
Get a bullhorn, or bring Curtis with you.
You know, I blow my whistle really loud, but still it takes a day or two for them just to react and to know that we want to do this there, and then that there, and then that there, and in a very precise manner. So it's a lot of fun, but yes, we are getting them to hear and react.
Another life skill would be to focus, to listen.
Hear simple instructions and react and do it, yes.
And execute.
One of the sayings, obviously been around for years, those who can do, those who can't teach. And you were one of the, again, greatest college basketball players of all time. Or when
you get really old, teach.
And that's what I'm wondering, like for you, having been so great and you're at the highest level, how is it, and watching them, getting frustrated with them not doing what you're supposed to do and not executing the way you know it could be executed? How does that?
It's hard, and you know, you're constantly working on your patience muscle. You know what I mean? And but you're not impatient with basketball skills like on the court. You have to be patient with that, and it took me a long time. But you are impatient if they don't listen to my voice or simple instructions or the whistle. So to answer your question, my patience with that type of stuff is good. And I love going back to the very basic things. Be good at catching and passing and dribbling and layups, and don't worry about your three-point shot right now.
Yeah, everybody wants to, don't think three. Okay, so can ask you two questions. One, how many times do you get asked this? This is my first question. And then two, the question is, can you break down the shot? I mean, every time you come on, you do this, and you're gracious enough to talk about the shot, which we showed at the top of this segment. But can we watch the shot one more time? And then can you just explain what was going through your mind when we watch? Okay, so let's watch.
Well, there's plenty.
Quick pass to half court and call a quick timeout so they can get in better shooting range.
There's the pass to Laettner. Puts it up. Yes!
Where were you in that mess? On the bottom? Did you sustain any injuries?
I was at the bottom. You know, there's the documentary, obviously, the 30 for 30, but then there's a really good book out called The Last Great Game by this guy named Gene Wojciechowski. And if you want to know more about the game, or you love Duke or Kentucky, it's a really good read. But in that situation right there, over the years, I've learned that I was the only one who thought we had a chance to win. Coach K, as soon as we came to the huddle, Coach K is like, we're going to win. And Grant Hill and Bobby Hurley were like, no, we're not. And,
Well, thankfully you believed.
you know, but I was the one sucker who fell for it, and it was because 2 years ago, 2 years before that, I hit a shot against Connecticut to send us to the Final Four. So I had a little bit of belief, and Coach K did a great job of instilling confidence in us, and that's what he's great at. He's great at, the thing he's best at is just instilling confidence in you.
That's half the battle right there, believing in yourself. Christian, thank you so much.
Appreciate
and thank
the
you
shirt.
for the t-shirt. People can pick these up, right?
stuff.
On the website?
They can pick them up on my website, which is the same place they can sign up for my camp, which is www.theclba.com.
Right on your
and the
screen there.
t-shirts are on there if you're a Laettner lover, yes.
Camp's
Laettner
open to boys
lover.
and girls 10 to 18. You can register today visiting, like you said, www.theclba.com. There you go. Appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, thanks for braving the severe weather to be here, honestly.
Thanks for having me.
It's fun.
We're going to shoot some hoops in the break.
There we go.